This instruction video demonstrates how an employee submits a leave request in ESS. It also demonstrates how a handler handles a request that has been submitted by an employee. With ESS, the HR professional can save time that can be used for other business matters. Operational processes can be automated and delegated to the manager and employee. With employee self-service, the employee is able to manage different processes by him or herself. This video demonstrates how an employee submits a leave request in ESS. To use this website in English, the employee first selects the language and chooses English. Then he logs in with his username and password. Once logged in, Perman ESS is selected. To change the language for ESS, the employee clicks on English. The day chart is visible, in which the employee sees the leave entitlement, submitted leave requests, balances, schedules and working hours. To be able to request the leave, the employee clicks on the Verlof tab. After that, the employee selects the leave type. For example, a holiday or a visit to a doctor or dentist. In this case, the employee selects vakantie, which means a standard holiday. The calendar can be used to select the start date. The calendar is being opened and the end date has been chosen. In this case, it's a full day's holiday. If the employee wants to leave for a part of the day, in the volledig afwezig volgens patroon field, nee should be selected. This is to submit a request for 2 hours, for example. It's also possible to add a remark for the handler. If the employee has finished with the leave request, they click on Submit. The system has sent the leave request to the person authorized to handle the request, in this case HR. The leave request can also be sent to an HR employee, manager or group of employees. This can be useful if people in the department work part-time. If the employee returns to the day chart, the leave request will be visible in yellow. To be able to see this part, months should be opened, and the relevant month should be selected. Yellow means that the leave request has been submitted but not yet approved. If the handler approves the request, the color of the days in the day chart will change to blue. If the employee wants to check his balance, it's possible to click on the right-hand column on Leave Entitlements. If the Leave Entitlement tab has been opened, the employee gets an overview of the different entitlements. If the employee clicks on the Leave Balances tab, he or she can see how much leave entitlement in hours he or she still has left. This balance also displays the request in progress. If the employee returns to the day chart, it's also possible to view messages by clicking on it on the right-hand column. Here you see all the messages for the employee, including the pending request that just has been submitted. It is also possible to see more details in the Progress Status tab, but for now, we will switch to the role of the handler to show the process how to handle a leave request. The employee closes this window. When the employee submits a leave request, the handler or another authorized person, such as a HR professional, will receive an email. If the handler logs in with the link in the email, he or she sees the approved list. In this list, the leave requests for October are visible. The handler can use the menu Reports and open Approve a Report to see the details. In this overview, The handler can check if other employees from the same department have submitted leave requests in the same period. This isn't the case, so the handler decides to click on the name of the employee to see the specific details. From the list of requests, the handler can tick the right-hand box and click on Process. In this window, the request can be handled. It has been set by default that the request can only be approved when the balance is sufficient. This can be overridden by unticking the box at Only when the balance is sufficient. If necessary, the handler can send the request to somebody else with the option Delegate to. The handler has the option to send a remark to the employee. The request will be approved by clicking on OK. If the request has been approved, it will disappear from the list of pending requests. The handler can close this window. After the handler has approved the request, the employee receives a confirmation email. The employee clicks on the direct link to log in. The requested period has changed from yellow to blue. This means that the request has been approved. Under Messages, the pending request has been removed. Approved requests can be viewed by ticking the box and Completed and using the search button. To see more details of the process request, the employee selects the request and clicks on Progress Status on the left-hand side of the screen. Here it says that the leave request has been approved and it includes the remark of the handler. In this video, you saw a demonstration of the process of a leave request in ESS.